states the urea availability is 62.28 lakh metric ton and the DAP availability is also 20.32 lakh metric ton. The domestic production for the month of March and April has been substantial, that is 67.71 lakh metric ton has been produced and about 17 lakh metric ton of imports have reached our shores through the combined efforts of Department of Fertilizer and our other departments that have supported us in the endeavor, like Ministry of Force and Army. In the ongoing April 26, the urea production has been good. The domestic production has been 20.98 lakh metric ton against 21.89 lakh metric ton. That was in April 2025. The global tender or urea tender already has been processing and will be getting supplies of urea starting May and June. So the global tender for other PNK fertilizer, about 19 lakh metric ton, has already been floated to ensure the availability during the peak season. We have had review meetings at highest level in the department, and 7 meetings have been held to address the difficult pain points, and already these are being addressed from time to time. So to conclude, the fertilizer security remains as strong and stable as ever. Thank you.
Thank you, Aparna. Over to you, and updates from you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are closely following developments in the West Asia region. For more updates, I have my colleague who will be speaking about the developments.
Good afternoon. Ministry of External Affairs continues to closely monitor the developments in the Gulf and West Asia region. Our efforts are focused on ensuring the safety and welfare of the Indian community in the region. We are in constant touch with the state governments and union territories for sharing information and to coordinate our efforts. The dedicated special control room in the ministry is operational to respond to queries from Indian nationals and their families. Our embassies and consulates in the region are operating round-the-clock helplines to provide timely assistance. They are proactively assisting our citizens. They are also in close touch with the local governments. Updated advisories are being issued, including information related to local government guidelines, flight and travel situation, consular services, and the various welfare measures being undertaken for the community. Our missions are actively engaged with the resident Indian community. They are regularly interacting with the Indian community associations, organizations, professional groups, and Indian companies to address their concerns. Welfare of the Indian seafarers in the region is of high priority for us. Our missions are extending all assistance to them, including coordination with the local authorities and agencies, extending consular assistance, and assisting for requests to return to India. An update on the status of flights. The overall flight situation continues to improve, with additional flights operating from the region to various destinations in India. UAE airspace is open. Indian and UAE carriers are operating flights from UAE to various destinations in India. Flights are operating from various airports in Saudi Arabia and Oman to different destinations in India. Qatar airspace is partially open. Air India Express, Indigo, and Qatar Airways are operating flights from Qatar to various destinations in India. Kuwait airspace is open. Jazeera Airways and Kuwait Airways are operating flights from Kuwait to India. Bahrain airspace is open. Air India Express, Indigo, and Gulf Air are operating flights from Bahrain to various destinations in India. Iraq airspace is open and limited flight operations to destinations in the region are available, which can be used for onward travel to India. Iran airspace is partially open for cargo and chartered flights. We have advised Indian nationals to avoid traveling to Iran and urged those already there to leave with our embassy's support. So far, our embassy in Tehran has facilitated movement of 2,504 Indian nationals out of Iran through land border routes. Israel airspace is open and limited flight operations have resumed to destinations in the region, which can be used for onward travel to India. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we take questions. We go Roman and
Hi ma'am, Danish Anand from NDTV Profit. My question is for Sujata ma'am. Ma'am, over the weekend there have been media reports that government, according to certain government sources, the price hike on petrol and diesel is not off the cards, and it could happen the next 5 to 7 days. So, is there any clarity that you would like to give on this?
Basically, a quick one on the 5 kilo FTL. Just want to have an idea about what is the price revision by. Because last time the price revision had happened recently for all the 4 metros if possible.
We can start with Rapid.
Ma'am, संपूर्ण घोष मध्ये बोलू क्वेश्चन टू सुधा
I think the first question was on the production plan, so 2 questions on the production plan. You want to know the production so far?
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you just said, no? March, April, and
So March, for the month of March and April, that is the crisis period, production of urea has been 40.72 LMT, like metric ton, and DAP has been 5.39 like metric ton. NPKs and have been 13.65 LMT, and SSP about 8 LMT. And for the next month, that is, you want to know for the month of May, we target a urea production of about, with some of the plants were under shutdown, so they'll be starting again, and already we have ensured the gas production with the support of MOPNG, so about 22 LMT would be our target for the month of May. And likewise for DAP, also about 4 lakh metric ton, and NPKs for the month of May would be about 8 LMT in that order. And the next question was about the redistribution of fertilizer. So already, as I have informed you, that we are based on the demand of the states, that is done by the agriculture, that is assessed by Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. We have the state-wide demand of the state, and based on the demand, already stocking and redistribution, stocking and advanced planning has been done, and already 50% of the stocks are available across the states. And as the season approaches, that is about the month of June, so we are stocked up for that. And beyond that, it is the role of the state government to redistribute within their districts.
So I just want to know, any special measures are being taken to preempt the
We are having regular meeting with the states, weekly meeting, and we will be having a 24/7 contingency control room as the season starts, maybe June. So we'll be trying to tackle the issues of any redistribution, because the central government ensures the availability of fertilizer up to a certain point, rate point, and beyond that the states have their role for redistribution because of the length and breadth of the state, and we see how best to redistribute it.
ये बताना चाहूँगी कि MS और HSD का जो रिटेल प्राइस है उसमें कोई इंक्रीज नहीं है। जो LPG का डोमेस्टिक सिलेंडर का प्राइस है उसमें भी कोई इंक्रीज नहीं है। लेकिन इसके साथ ये भी सच है कि हमारी सप्लाईज डिस्टर्ब हुई है, मार्केट में टाइटनेस है, जो इंटरनेशनल प्राइसेस है क्रूड के, LPG के और नेचुरल गैस के, उसमें काफ़ी उछाल देखा गया है। लेकिन अगर आप देखें कि हमारा शेयर क्या है रिटेल कंज्यूमर्स का, तो अगर आप HSD देखें तो 90% जो हमारे कंज्यूमर्स हैं वो रिटेल के अंदर हैं। Bulk sales are only 10%. So every effort has been done to protect the retail consumer. अगर आप यही आंकड़ा LPG के लिए देखें, वो भी close to 90% है। तो सरकार के द्वारा, कंपनियों के द्वारा आम जनता के हित का ध्यान रखा गया है। इसके अलावा आपका एक सवाल था कि LPG का जो कंजम्पशन में जो कमी आई है, ये ठीक है कि LPG के कंजम्पशन में कमी आई है और उसके कई कारण हैं। अगर आप देखें तो हमने बुकिंग का पीरियड इंक्रीज किया, उसको 25 दिन किया अर्बन के लिए, उसको 45 दिन किया रूरल के लिए। सो दैट वाज एन एफर्ट फ्रॉम आवर पार्ट टू मैनेज द डिमांड। एक ये दूसरा जो उसका एक बहुत बड़ा कारण है, कमर्शियल की सप्लाईज रिस्ट्रिक्टेड रही, जो 70% पर करने की कोशिश की गई, उसका भी गैप है। और तीसरा एक जो बड़ा कारण है वो ये है कि जो डिलीवरी ऑथेंटिकेशन कोड लगाया गया, डिलीवरी ऑथेंटिकेशन कोड से डोमेस्टिक का जो डाइवर्जन है कमर्शियल के लिए वो काफ़ी हद तक कम हुआ है. सो ये मेन रीजंस हैं. इसके अलावा एक्साइज के बारे में I mean, again, this is all based on the fundamentals, what kind of cracks are in the market, and based on that the government takes the call. ATF के बारे में, I mean, ATF का इंटरनेशनल प्राइस अभी इंक्रीज हुआ है. डोमेस्टिक शेड्यूल के ऊपर अभी कोई इंक्रीज नहीं है और भारत सरकार के पास ऐसा अभी कोई प्रपोजल नहीं है जिसमें OMCs को सपोर्ट करने की बात हो. इसके अलावा आपने एक LPG के 5 किलो के सिलेंडर के बारे में आपने
Pricing.
पूछा, प्राइस के बारे में. तो मैं आपको ये बताना चाहूँगी कि 5 किलो के सिलेंडर के दो कैटेगरीज में होता है. एक तो डोमेस्टिक होता है और एक कमर्शियल होता है. तो जो डोमेस्टिक LPG का 5 किलो का सिलेंडर है उसमें कोई इंक्रीज नहीं है, लेकिन जो FTL है उसमें इंक्रीज है और ये लगभग 810 रुपये इस के प्राइस पर दिल्ली मार्केट में भी मिल रहा है. थैंक यू.
Ma'am, on the energy supplies, would like if we have fallen short of LPG and petrol and diesel and other prices.
From the
are
very
lower.
beginning, we have been informing you through this press conference also that alternate fuel sources have been made available by Government of India. Whether it is additional allocation of kerosene, whether it is making coal available to the MSMEs, lot of focus is on green hydrogen, renewable energy sources, solar energy. So from all front, the Government of India is working.
Two questions. The first one was regarding whether there has been an attack. So as per the information available to us, there was a report received about an attack today morning around 2:30 or 3 UAE local time. The vessel was MV Barakah. It is not an Indian flag vessel. It is a Liberia flag vessel. And it has 5 Indian crew on board. All are safe. I would say that all Indian seafarers remain to be safe. Then there was a question regarding a vessel which has recently crossed Strait of Hormuz. As it was given earlier in the press note, Surf Shakti crossed Strait of Hormuz on 2nd May, and it is now destined, as per input available to us, to New Bangalore and likely to reach on 8th May. Thank you.
Coming, Sukal, to your question, we have made progress in the safe transit of our ships. On Saturday, as my colleague just informed, we had another ship which crossed the Strait of Hormuz and is destined to India now. We have so far been able to negotiate or talk with Iran, and we have had 11 of our ships so far which have exited the Strait of Hormuz, and we continue to be in touch with them so that the rest remaining of our ships can also have a safe transit and come to India. There, regarding your question, yes, we've seen several reports on Project Freedom. As we all know, that this is an evolving situation in the West Asian region. We follow closely all developments and we'll keep you informed.
So as I have already told you, we know that the costs have risen, and of course the cost of both urea and the other fertilizer, they are showing an upward trend. So we have the approvals of the scheme as per our policy, and that framework is already there. So within that framework, whatever the cost that we are pricing the our authorities from time to time, so there will be surely an increase, but then as of now, I cannot.
No projection as of now, or how much you have sought back on the envelope?
Yeah, we usually see whatever there has been the expenses in the last year.
How much of the budget you have already used?
We have used about 10% of it, but then as we spend, then only then we can ask for.